There we go. I don't know what that was. Something popped up right over the screen here. It was like a web page. That was freezing. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. All right, John Swanson leading him around here. Looks like Luke Turpin is going to be second. Cristiano de Sa, I think is how you pronounce that, or say, I'm not sure, say or saw. Going to be third. Paul Coleman in fourth. Spencer Preet up to fifth. Aaron Hillebush sixth. First time Aaron's been up this far in the field today. Alex Crapser seventh. Aaron Keith up to eighth, which these guys had pitted earlier, but I think they might have just stopped in and topped off their fuel.
I think what me and Aaron Keith are doing, we're trying to hang out in the back as long as we can, stay at all of these cautions. Tires after those 70 laps are still 85 on the right front, 94 on the right rear, so they're holding up pretty good, but I feel like I'm going to need to change them here in a little while.
Well, we're back here on Houston Hammer as he's coming off pit road here again. Kind of weird I'm talking to you in team speak and you're coming off the pit road. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, me and Aaron were having a little fight of who's going to get out first. We're both staying around each other the whole race, and I've been behind him most of the time. I guess he wants to follow me a little while now.
All right, let's get back up here to the front because everybody's doubled up. The lights are off on the pace car, and we're going back to green flag racing here in just a second, folks.
We had to throw another lap of caution here because the field was so scattered out. Was telling me to let some cars by, telling some other people to let some cars by. If you can look back through the pack, there's 3 wide trying to get into spots, and so we just delayed it here and going to see if we can get this thing fouled out.
All right. Thank you for letting us know that. All right, delay of the green here thrown by the admins to get the field sorted out. So once they get it sorted out here, we're going green here in another lap.
And we're wrecking under caution.
Oh, no. That's not a good thing.
Not at all. I have no clue what happened. Next thing I know, I saw the 5 and somebody crossed the track in front of me.
Brother. All right, 33 cars still out here racing for this win tonight. Some of them several laps down, some of them just 1 lap down. Lance Johnson, Kyle Gilbert, Robert Thomas, Dustin Adams, Blake Barney, Derek Colson. These guys all 1 lap down, mired way back behind these leaders. But John Swanson going to bring them to the line. This time we're going back green flag racing as the lights are off. Coming here out of turn 4. Pace car's going to duck on pit road, and we're going back green flag racing. Pace car's off. John brings them to the line. And the green flag flies, and we're off and running here. Once again, Luke Turpin up there in the front with our leader. And these guys really trying to get a great run here. It looks like John Swanson going to pull out a little bit of a lead. But boy, look at this, a 222 of Cristiano. Boy, he is really being strong now, showing some muscle. Wants that lead. Got a nose up under our leader. Oh, and he hooks him. Oh, man, good save. Oh, man, that was some awesome driving right there. Oh, man, that was some awesome driving by them guys. Oh, and there goes the 45 into the fence, getting hooked, and that's going to take a bunch of them out of the race. and he barrel rolls down the front stretch and comes to a stop. Let's go back and watch this here from the far chase view. This was that amazing save right here. Is the 222 and the 45 kind of get together here. 222 bobbling a little bit, but they tap, and boy, what a save that was. Holy smokes, that was a good save. And here comes the 454 of Luke Turpin up here on the high side. And it looks like he is going to get into, they're going to kind of like, two cars going to take up the same real estate here going through the quad oval. And, excuse me, that just don't work. Just don't work. And this is where you'll see, yeah, he gets tagged. That would be by the 26, and John Swanson going for a barrel roll down the front stretch. A lot of cars getting through. Wow. And he comes to a stop. So, all right. John Swanson now on pit road trying to get some of that damage fixed up. And it looks like Spencer Preet is going to be our new leader. Taking lap 79 this time by, and it looks like we've got a few guys that have come down pit road. And watching here from the condos in turn 2. Kind of cool to see from, this is an actual place on the track where they do watch from. These are all encased in glass. They got boy, I'll tell you what, they got food bars, they got beverage bars up there, all kinds of stuff. It's just amazing to actually be able to see what they see out here. You can see the whole track from them condos, and those are real. All right, Cristiano going to be restarting second. Michael Cozy back up to third. Alex Krapser in fourth. Paul Coleman fifth. Aaron Hillebush sixth. Richard Holiday in seventh. Philip Rowe eighth. Kyle Streichars in ninth. And rounding out your top 10, Ryan Borges. Getting ready for this restart here. Coming around this time to take lap 80. And I believe we're going to get the one to go. Maybe. No, I don't know. A lot of cars still hanging way back. Let's see if the lights go off on the pace car. Nope. One more lap here to go around and get everybody caught up to the field. So Spencer Preet out front here. First time he has led today. If there's another caution, we'll try to get down there and get a word in with one of the drivers and see how their race is going for them. A couple more guys have dropped out of the race, Cody Griffin and Justin Egan. So we're losing a few drivers here and there. These guys getting a lot of damage on these cars, maybe too much to continue, and they're just dropping out of the race. There's no sense in sitting there for the rest of the race and trying to get it fixed up, or maybe they're just unrepairable. Might have blown the engine or whatever, and that's unfortunate. They're not going to be able to finish this race. I'm trying to find Houston Hammer here, running in the 11th spot right now. Our admin on track and in the booth with me.
Yeah, Rudy, I'm back. I was actually talking to some of the admins in the race right then. We were talking about these starts. These starts have been a little jumbled up here lately, and trying to get them straightened out. A lot of the guys are trying to lay off and trying to get a jump on them.
Yeah, that's not. That kind of spreads the field out way too much, I think, and everybody likes to be tightened up and caught up to the leaders and stuff. So, all right, well, we're going to get back up front here as Spencer Preet's going to bring them around here, and we're going to get the green flag here in just a minute.
Hopefully we can keep this one together.
Yeah, for sure.
If I was up there, I'd be black flagging them left and right if they were laying off a little bit.
Well, right now it looks like the field is pretty tightened up. A little bit loose behind you, but up in front here, pretty tight. Coming out of turn 4 here, pace car's going to duck on pit road, and we're going to go back to green flag. Here we go. Spencer Preet holding them back. Green flag flies, and here we go, off and running again. Cristiano trying to get a run on that high side. Not a good enough match here to stay with Spencer Preet. Michael Cozy on the inside of Cristiano now. Michael Cozy, one tough customer when it comes to these ovals. He loves these ovals. He's staying right there with Spencer Preet and probably doing a little pushing down the front stretch.
But back to the restart deal, Rudy. This one thing we stress majorly is making sure everybody's tight and making sure everybody follows those restart rules. As you could see last week with Spencer Burns getting that win taken away for jumping the start. But we give black flags out every week for people not being close enough to the person in front of them. It's just something we like to do, and it keeps these starts organized, well organized, when we go green here.
Well, rules are rules, and, if we didn't have rules, it would just be, the races they wouldn't be any fun. You get somebody back there that's just not following the rules, and or even up in the front. Like you said last week there, Spencer Burns getting his win taken away from him. So, yeah, very unfortunate. You don't want to follow the rules, you pay the price.
Yeah, and I try to stress everything every week. We actually have to make the drivers go into a separate channel so the admins can't hear them while they're talking over race chatter, just to clear our minds and don't have any bias in their decisions.
Lance Johnson here looks like he is on the inside here of the 006, excuse me. Still has not completed that pass, but boy, he's got a lot of damage on the nose of that car, and is still running as good as he's running with all that damage. Let's get down there and take a look at the damage on that car. Man, that's a ton there. I don't know how he's driving it as good as he's driving it with all that damage on that car. You'd think that thing would have such an aero push around it, you couldn't drive it. Well, he does lose a position here, though, to Spencer Burns. Spencer Burns definitely pulls up ahead of him. So he could be losing a little bit there. He's maintaining right now, but for how long, who knows? It looks like I want to get back up here. Alex Krapser in third. Well, we got to get up here to Alex Krapser. There we go. Trying to hook up with Spencer Preet. Now Michael Cozy going to take over the lead. Coming out of the turn, these guys, oh man, I'm telling you, Spencer Preet right on his bumper, not giving him a square inch of real estate around that car. let's ride along with him. Michael Cozy right there in the lead. And then let's take a look back on the rest of the field as we see back here in third spot. We've got Philip Rowe now back up to third as he got by a couple of these guys. He got by Crapser and I think it was Paul Coleman. So now the field getting stretched out just a little bit here, coming around to take lap 89. Everybody has made their pit stops, and some made several pit stops. We've got guys made 8, 9 pit stops, 10 pit stops, 14 pit stops. Man, a lot of pit stops by some of these drivers. And now it looks like the 3 of Philip Rowe coming up on the inside of Spencer Preet, wanting to take that position away. Side by side they're going here, and I mean really close side by side, trying to battle for this second position. Oh, and we're looking like right inside the car right there. That's how close he was. Wow, that was amazing there. But it looks like Spencer Preet's going to pull back out ahead of Philip Rowe. Not by much, though. These guys battling. They're coming up on lap traffic. So we're going to have to see how this is going to pan out for these drivers. Got to get by that lap traffic and get by them safely, and they do. So good job by them guys. Michael Cozy out front in clean air, really pulling these guys around. And right behind them, we've got a good side-by-side battle going on. Ryan Borges into the middle of that Cristiano. Spencer Burns into the middle of that. Ryan Borges backs it out a little bit and says, you know, you guys battle all you want. I'll just ride back here until you guys wreck. Richard Holiday right behind him in the 03 right there. So them guys really having a good time battling. Well, let's go on back through the field a little bit further. Blake Barney now back in 13th position. After hitting the wall there, it looks like he's got that damage fixed up though. And hopefully he's got the toe knocked back in there right. They fixed it up on pit road for him. And he does go by Lance Johnson there. Lance Johnson got a lot of nose damage on that car and is going backwards quick.
Rudy, speaking of cars with damage, the 37 who was up there leading earlier this race, or near the front, I was riding around behind him about 2 laps ago, and he let go in front of me. So I believe that's another one out of here.
Yep. He's coasting down pit road right now, and yep, must have lost an engine on that. So more guys falling out of the race. And you know, I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. Sometimes the more guys that fall out of the race, the better racing you're going to get. Less cars on the track, and you know, and I don't mean that against anybody. It's just a fact, you know, that the less cars on the track, you'll get a better race, you know. And we're seeing a good product of this right now. These guys are really having a good time up here in the front, racing around here. Spencer Preet really hard on the back bumper here. Michael Cozy, I don't know if he's pushing him or what he's doing, but man, I'm telling you what, he is not leaving him by any means. Right there in third spot, Philip Rowe, them 3 nose to tail. Coming around here to take lap 96, so we're almost at the halfway mark here. And Dang it, I hate to say this, but I want to see some green flag pit stops. We might see it yet here tonight.
I think we can definitely get them in if everybody keeps their head and keeps calm and keeps a single file. Race it like it's Daytona and Talladega in real life.
There you go. 27 cars left in the race here now out of 42 that started. We're starting to get it down here. Now they're coming up on the lap car of Derek Colson to put Derek another lap down. He's already 3 laps down. That'll make him, I'm sorry, he was 2. Now he'll be 3. 3 laps down. So they get by him nice and safely there. Spencer Preet and Michael Cozy, they're working together. I'm not sure if they're teammates or not, but maybe they'll be teammates after tonight if they can keep running as good as they're running.
Yeah, those two were teammates, and I think there's some kind of relation. I'm not positive on that, but I believe they are. And you can see they're always out front, always help each other with their setups, and are really one of the better working teams in XCal.
All right, Cristiano back here in 5th place. Spencer Burns 6th. Ryan Borges 7th, and Richard Holiday 8th. Paul Coleman back to 9th. And Aaron Hillebush finally getting up here in the top 10. And it looks like he may have a run here. Oh, man, we got cars everywhere. No, Phillip Rowe getting into that. Well, let's go back and take a look at Phillip and see what happened to poor Phillip here. I think he might have got a hook job or something there, but I didn't see who it was by. Not sure if that was Alex Krapser that maybe have hooked him or something here, but we'll see. Phillip on he caught the apron. That's what happened. He caught the apron, and boy, did he get plowed into by Spencer Burns. And that spins Phillip Rowe around. But he caught the apron there, so it's kind of like, that was kind of on him. All right, let's get back up here to our leader, Michael Cozy. Now, I doubt we're going to see them come down pit road, but anything's possible. Nope, they're passing up pit road, but it looks like the 74 there, Alex Krapser, is going to come down pit road. Giving up that 3rd position to come down pit road. Ryan Borges on pit road. A lot of these guys coming down pit road here trying to get maybe get a little bit of damage fixed up. He might have got a little bit of damage on some of them cars that they're going to have to get fixed up before they can get them things back out here and be up to speed safely. You know, that's the key thing here, keeping these cars up to speed. So you're not like holding up a lot of traffic, or they have to battle to get around you or anything like that. So all right, let's take a look here as these guys are pacing around. This is caution number 7. We've had 10 lead changes. Now let's see if we can get a word in with somebody back here in the field a little ways. Let's see if we can't get a word in with... see if we can get a word in with Spencer Burns. He's trying to get caught back up to the field here, and we'll see if we can get a word in with him. Ask him how his race is going. Spencer Burns, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
I missed a wave of not on the pits. I never went on pit.
Hello? It said you weren't in the pace field. I'm here.
Yeah, Spencer, how's your racing going for you out there tonight, Spencer? You've been kind of gotten caught up in a couple of them deals. I've seen you taking it 3 wide a couple times. Is it that tough out there that you really got to push that and get that nose in there and try to get that position?
Yeah, I've been up and down all night. I've been involved in 2 wrecks, and it keeps sending me back and forth throughout the pack. And, I mean, like, the pack is pretty hard to pass, especially a dense group of cars. So whenever I see a little gap throughout the middle, I'm going to have to take it to gain some spots.
Absolutely, Spencer. Well, you're coming down here. You're inside the last 100 laps. You think you can keep that thing intact to maybe get up there and challenge them leaders for the win here today?
Yeah, I actually think I can. I'm not sure if I have any front or rear damage from the wrecks or anything. Maybe you could tell me, but it definitely has the speed.
Well, I'd like to tell you, but I don't want to like step on anybody's toes out there. So, good luck out there today, Spencer, and maybe we'll talk to you in victory lane.
Aero damage doesn't matter as much anymore.
I see you, Rudy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for talking with us.
And you know, Rudy, he's one of those guys that he's got the talent. He knows what he's doing, but he's got to keep a cool head. He's got to stay calm. Everybody's got to stay calm, but he likes to drive aggressive, and this setup is kind of against the aggressive driving, but I wouldn't put him past it if he gets up there in the top 5 or wins this thing.
Yeah, I don't want to like say, well, you got a little bit of nose damage, because that to me that's really not fair to everybody else.
Yeah, if another driver wants to tell him, I say let them tell him. I would tell him, but I don't see anything, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Well, I see a little bit.
I don't see anything back here.
I see a little bit. He's got a little bit of nose damage and a little bit of tail damage, but I don't think it's anything to really bother his speed any. But I just don't think that's fair to the other drivers. For me, I'm just a broadcaster. I don't want to get involved in all that.
All right, it was racing politics.
Yes. All right, Michael Cozy bringing them down here, and we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here, guys. Pace car ducks in. Michael brings them to the line nice and easy. Green, green, green. We're off and running again. Spencer Preet on the outside. Christopher Moody third, and Luke Turpin fourth. So these guys really putting the power to it as they're getting through the gears here and getting it back up into to race speed. Spencer Preet trying to duck right in behind Michael Cozy. Michael got a great restart on that. And it looks like the one that really took the hit on that pit stop was Kyle Streichard. He is way back in 21st after being up there in like 4th or 5th for a little bit. He is way back in 21st. And we see the last one on the lead lap right now is Randy Hefner. Randy Hefner in 22nd position. Let's go back and check on him. In the number 73, they're running in the 22nd position. Now he's up on the inside of a few cars here as we see him all come down the backstretch. Everybody has gotten their car back up to speed. All right, Robert Thomas, we haven't talked about him all day long, running in the 83 here. Running around here 18th position right now, so having a pretty good day. None of these guys are out of it by any means. I kind of wanted to point out real quick here, though, Spencer Burns now way back here in 15th position, actually. Don't know what happened to him. Boy, he got really hung out there. And now he's battling with Barney right there in the 14 on the high side. Them two side by side going into turn one. So some of the guys that were up front earlier in the race now mired back in the field. Some of the guys that were in the back of the field at the beginning of the race are up front. So that's good to see a little bit of a mix here of the guys, everybody getting a chance to get up front and see what it's like up there to race. And Holiday back here in 12th, Alex Krapser in 11th, Lance Johnson in 10th. I believe it looks like he still has some nose damage on that car of Lance Johnson, but it seems to be running okay for him, so don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Houston Hammer in 9th. Him and the 74 almost getting together there. The 74 of... let's see. Who is that? Alex Krapser. Them two side by side coming through the quad over here. Houston got just a little bit of an advantage, but boy, Alex is awful tough on that high side. And I believe the high side might be the line here. Maybe not in the turns, but Alex did get a great run coming off of turn 2 that time.
If you don't arc this thing in, man, it doesn't like you.
Absolutely.
That's what messed me up there, and I'm regretting it now. Racing up here is a lot different than it is in the back. It's a little more edgy than I'd like it to be, and I think I'm in a good spot right now with nobody around me, but we'll see as the race goes on.
All right, Aaron Keith up to 6th. These guys all chasing Michael Cozy. Christopher Moody in 4th. Aaron Hillebush up to 3rd now. And Spencer Preet and Michael Cozy way out ahead. Already 1.7 seconds, or 1.5 seconds, excuse me, back to Aaron Hillebush. And now look at somebody challenging on the inside here. That would be the number 55 of Christopher Moody taking a peek on the inside of Aaron Hillebush. But just didn't have quite enough horsepower to get by him. Good battle going on back here for the 5th place. Luke Turpin pulling these guys around. The number 3 there of Philip Rowe. And Alex Krapser going side by side. Aaron Keith into the mix of it here. Boy, I'll tell you, these guys really racing it up here on lap 111. Some of them racing like it's the last lap of the race. Some of them just out here just joyriding, having a great time. Krapser now back in 7th. Aaron Keith 8th in the number 44. Dustin Adams in 9th. Houston Hammer in 10th. That is Hammer, ain't it?
It's Hamer.
Hamer? Okay. Well, somebody said that the other day, and I said, I think that's Hammer. If it was Hamer, I knew a guy up north, his name was Hamer, and it was H-E-A or H-A-E, I forget now. One of the way. It was pronounced Hamer.
Yes, it's a little different. I get it all the time, though, so it doesn't really matter what you call me. I'll answer to anything.
I kept calling you Hudson last night. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. It's Houston Hammer. Houston Hammer.
That's it.
All right, so Houston back to 11th now. Excuse me. Cristiano right behind him in 12th, putting the pressure to the back bumper of Houston's car. And Lance Johnson falling back here in 13th with that nose damage. Really, I think he may be struggling with a little bit of tightness on that car. And it's showing now as they go by the number 12 there of Mark Arthur. Mark Arthur way back. Let's see, he is way back in the field. Let's see, he's back in 27th position, 11 laps down. All right, let's get back up here in the front. Luke Turpin now in 4th position. Starting to really put the pressure on Aaron Hellebusch in 3rd. Well, these guys are really showing some talent out here tonight. Up on the inside, Aaron Hellebusch, boy, that was a tricky move, but that was really cool. And Aaron stayed high and let him go by. So, man, that was a good, tricky move he just pulled. Good driving by Luke Turpin out there tonight. And it looks like he's got his rookie stripes on the back of that car. I see rookie stripes. He's doing pretty doggone good for having rookie stripes, though. Well, let's go up here and take a look. As you can see red stripes on the bumper, that means you're a rookie. And I'm not trying to call him out, and I'm not trying to say that's bad. That's a good thing. He's doing really good here, running in the 3rd spot for a rookie. That's pretty awesome, because he's running with some talent out here tonight.
And that's one of the things we were debating when we were setting this thing up. We were debating whether we should allow them to run or not, and I'm glad we did, because we got a few good ones in here.
Oh yeah,
and,
definitely.
they're really showing it.
Definitely. I agree 100%. These guys are really putting on a great show here. Up front here, though, Spencer Preet and Michael Cozy continuing to pull away. Now 3 seconds over 3rd place Luke Turpin. We'll throw this up so you can see this a little bit better. They're back to Luke Turpin. 3 seconds, almost 3.1. So these two up front here are definitely pulling away from the field. Aaron Hellebusch back into 3rd. It looked like Luke might have slipped up in the turn and Aaron got by him. I didn't catch the whole thing right there, but now Alex Krapser back up in there trying to mix it up with Luke and looking to the inside. Alex Krapser going through the quad oval here, side by side with Luke. Good racing going on between these two. And it looks like Alex is going to complete that pass on Luke. So Luke might be fine. He might be struggling with a little bit of a tight condition there going in. It seems like 1 and 2 is where he is really bad. Now in 3 and 4, he's doing real well. He keeps it right down on the bottom, and that's what you got to do in the turns.
If he's anything like me, I'm having big problems in 1 and 2. I don't know whether I'm not arcing it in enough or not getting it slowed down enough, but my tires are scrubbing. I'm bottoming out bad.
Have you tried a late entry?
Yeah, I've tried a few different things, and I just can't figure it out.
Ooh, Aaron Hellebusch up into the wall. Oh, and he gets into the side of Alex Krapser. Alex saves it, brings it back up on the track. The 3 taps him. Whoa, man. There was a lot of bumping and banging going on right there. Alex Krapser going to lose a bunch of positions on that. Oh, that was a little intense right there for a minute, folks. Let's get back up here. Aaron Hellebusch, man, he really got loose off the turn right there and got a little wiggly, and that's what started that whole ordeal right there. But good driving by them guys to keep it straight. No caution. Coming around to take lap 122. Spencer Preet now 4.5 seconds ahead of Aaron Hellebusch in 3rd. So these guys are just dominating this field right now. Let's go back and check on Ryan Borges. Now Ryan back in 14th position. Back here all by himself, pretty much in clean air. If you're technically, you could say he's in clean air. Nobody immediately ahead of him. And the guy behind him there, the number 8 of Joshua Morgan, back a few tenths, not really stealing any of the air off of his car, so Ryan Borges out there in clean air. Travis Brown, one we ain't talked too much about tonight, Travis Brown now back in 18th, side by side with Spencer Burns. Derek Colson into that. These guys here, looks like, ooh, man, almost going 3 wide down the backstretch. This is not going to work out good for you guys. I told you. Good job saving that one, Travis. Him and Spencer Burns got together, and I'll tell you what, that was a close call right there by them guys. Very close call. Derek Colson being awful strong. Still got a little damage on that car, but boy, is he ever being strong up here. Hanging right with Travis and Spencer. These guys just being relentless on each other, not giving an inch of real estate to each other. Bumping and banging, coming down the backstretch. Little love taps in the side there just to let him know that he's there. Them two really battling it out back here. Back here, this is 17th and 18th position, folks. And, you know, you'd swear they were battling for the lead up here. Everybody trying to gain every single position that they can possibly gain in case a caution would come out. You know, they want to try to be one step ahead of the guy behind them there and be a position where they can gain one more position on the track, you know. So, hence the word racing. 16th place, Blake Barney. Blake was up there and led quite a few laps. Well, not quite a few, but a few. Led 6 laps. And here he is clear back in 16th place. Joshua Morgan 15th. Ryan Borges 16th. Lance Johnson 13th. Looks like he is still struggling with some loose conditions on that car. Maybe a little tight in the corners, but still running all right. 12th, Houston Hamer back here in 12th. Cristiano 11th, did get by Houston to take that position away from him. Dustin Adams in 10th, taking a look on the inside of Richard Holiday. Them two go side by side into the turn. Somebody's going to come out of that on top, and somebody's not going to come out of that on top. Looks like Richard Holiday still got it as he comes across the nose there of Dustin Adams. Christopher Moody now in 8th. Aaron Keith 7th. Alex Krapser in 6th. Luke Turpin in 5th. These guys have caught up to Aaron Hillebush and Philip Rowe. So Philip Rowe now out and ahead of these guys, did get by Aaron Hillebush. And these guys here 6.9 seconds behind our leaders. Up front, Michael Cozy and Spencer Preet. Oh, we got a little bumping and banging going on back here again. Aaron Hillebush up on the high side. And it looks like the one that lost a little bit of time on that one was the 454 there of Luke Turpin. Now 55 underneath him to try to take that position away, Christopher Moody. And following right behind him, Aaron Keith and Richard Holiday. These three all trying to get a run, but boy, I'll tell you, the one that come out of that on top was Luke Turpin. I don't know how he did that, but boy, he really got into it. We have another caution.
Yeah, it looked like it happened right in front of me. 222 got up into, I think, the 13. I barely missed that thing at all. I was lucky.
Well, it looks like Lance Johnson took a beating on that. We're going to go back here and take a look at this. Lance Johnson. Go back
think a lot of this is right now as the laps are winding down, everybody knows they're about to go into their final pit stops here and getting impatient. Everybody's getting big-headed and trying to get as much as they can.
Oh, the 8 gets into Lance Johnson right there. The 8 of Joshua Morgan. Those two getting collected together and right in the quad oval, and that's what brings out the caution.
There was if you pull up the 222 on the same lap coming into 1, there was a wreck there also. So it was either one of those that caused it.
Okay, let me. Well, I'm not seeing the 222. Let me take a look here before I say no. I'll go back and take a look at his here.
Got up into somebody.
Yeah, that might have been 2 separate incidents right there. Yeah. That was okay. Yeah, that could have been what brought the caution out then, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what brought the caution out. But boy, that was a good job of missing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a car spinning. Don't know what I saw after that.
And everybody down on pit road, all of our leaders, Spencer Preet sitting there. It looks like Aaron Hillebush getting out of there. Trying to find our leader here. It looks like Brent Pezel going to be our leader. May have stayed out. As everybody else is on pit road, Brent out here leading now. First time Brent has been up this far into the field. We may see him come down pit road yet, though. He might have said, well, you know what, I might have messed up on that. And it looks like that's what he did. He's coming down pit road now and didn't even take the lead long enough to lead a lap. And that's going to relinquish the lead to Aaron Hillebush. So let's take a look here real quick. Race analysis showing this is caution number 8. We're 133 laps into this race. We've had 11 different lead changes. So been pretty good so far by these guys. This has been a really great race. It looks like it's been a lot of fun. Ryan Borgia is going to be restarting 2nd. Richard Holiday 3rd. Alex Crapser 4th. Aaron Keith 5th. Brent Pezel, well, he's going way back. Excuse me. I got to redo this again. Refresh. Thank you. Blake Barney in the 6th position. Dustin Adams 7th. Cristiano in 8th. Travis Brown 9th, and Robert Thomas rounding out the top 10. Houston Hamer going to be 11th. Brandon Cruz 12th. Spencer Preet 13th. Kyle Strychar's in 14th. Michael Cozy way back in 15th place. We'll have to keep an eye on him and Luke Turpin, see if they can get them things back up through the field and try to get these things back up where they were running before. Knowing that these laps are coming down here, we've got 66 laps to go. Well, let's. The lights are going off on the pace car, and we're going back to green flag racing. Next time, bye, folks. I got to talk to Aaron after the race is over, too, about some plans I got here. Going to be redoing my whole computer, and I may have to take a 1 week off of here. I'm going to probably have to take a week off from broadcasting, period, till I get everything finished up. because I'll have to re-download all the software and get everything back to normal again. All right, coming to the line, going to be lap 135 out of 200 here. And let's see, these guys are starting to get really aggressive now. They're really pushing the envelope on pushing them cars in places where they weren't earlier. And let's see how this is all going to come out to play here. Pace car ducks off. Aaron Hillebush leads them to the line. First time he's led today. And green flag flies, and here we are back up and running. Ryan Borgia's on the outside of him. Everybody getting a great start. Richard Holiday in right behind Aaron Hillebush, and boy, he's got a lot of nose damage on that car, but he is still pretty fast. Aaron Keith now tucking up on the back bumper of Richard Holiday, and Aaron Hillebush already starting to put a little bit of distance between him and Richard Holiday. Oh, we got a spinner off of the back. Well, let's go back and take a look at that. Who was that? Oh, we got a bunch of them into it. Okay, I believe that was the number. I seen the 55 there, but I'm not sure who did what. Christopher Moody. So let me go back and find him. Oh, it looks like him and the 83 get together right there, and they come up into Spencer Preet up on the high side. So three of them going into the outside wall right together. Tough luck for these guys. A lot of other guys getting into it as well too, and taking a lot of damage on these cars. So here we are getting down to getting closer to the end, and as we always say, cautions precautions, and we're seeing it right now. It gets the field caught back up here, and everybody's too close together sometimes. And a lot of people coming down on pit road here. Aaron Hillebush staying out, probably a good call. Doesn't need to pit right now. Well, let's get down here and get a word in with somebody. I think we'll try to get a word in with Ryan. Well, you know what? Let's talk to Aaron Keith, because I never get to talk to him. Aaron Keith, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
He may not be able to hear you because they're talking in drivers too right now. I'll try to get everybody to calm down here in a second.
Well, I can pick another driver, I guess.
Well, none of them will be able to hear you right now. Tell them to hold on for a second.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, can you hold the chip?
All right, go ahead.
Aaron Keith, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got Rudy.
Aaron, what's your strategy for the rest of this race, or don't you want to reveal it to us? You're riding there in third. You got anything to get up to the front and win this today?
I do. I have a great car. I got Aaron Hillebush, my teammate, up in first. This restart is going to be critical. If him and I can get up there together, I think maybe we could do what Spencer and Cozy were doing. Try to pull away a little bit and never look back.
All right, tires. We've been talking a little bit about tires today. How's the tires lasting for you out there?
Tires are great. You don't want to change them. If you change them, you get slower. So I don't know who's changing them, but I'm not.
All right, Aaron. Well, good luck up there, and maybe we'll see you in victory lane at the end of this thing. Good luck.
Thanks, Rudy. Just want to give a shout out to my dad and my stepmom watching at home.
All right, Aaron. Thanks a lot, buddy, and hopefully they heard you. Okay, so everybody's starting to get lined up here. Not doubled up yet, but lined up. And hopefully we don't see a lot more cautions here, because these guys, they're really trying to, everybody's being like overly aggressive right now. And when you get the cars doubled up like this, everybody gets caught up to one another. We're going to start seeing this over aggressive driving. So hopefully these guys up front here, pretty much the clean drivers. Richard Holiday did get caught up in a little bit of a bumper there for a while, but he's got a little bit of nose damage on it, but he's still pretty fast. Doesn't seem to have any handling issues. So let's take a ride on board with him real quick here and see how his steering looks from the cockpit view. It doesn't appear to be anything wrong with the steering. The steering's good and straight. You can tell by the red mark on the steering wheel right there, and if it's going straight down the track, it's usually pretty good. So Richard not having any steering issues right at the moment. Alright, coming out of turn 4 here. Going to give this a call down here again as a pace car ducks off on the pit road. Aaron Hillebush brings him to the line. And the green flag flies, and Aaron hits the gas, shifting through the gears. Richard Holiday doing the same up on that high side. And these guys really pushing in and out. These guys know that it's coming down to the closing laps of this. Aaron Keith now ducking up on the backside of Aaron Hillebush. Just like he said, them two teammates, if they can get hooked up, they may be able to do what Michael Cozy and Spencer Preet was doing earlier, pull away from this field. Looks like the 222 of Cristiano way off the track here, now coming down pit road. Okay, good thing. That was looking a little dangerous there for a while as he was riding on the apron. Wasn't sure if he was having steering problems or if he was trying to get that thing off the track, but he does take it to pit road, so good deal. Holiday in third here, now trying to hang on to the draft of Aaron Keith and Aaron Hillebush. Aaron and Aaron show out front. All right, well, let's go back here. Ryan Borgia has fallen clear back to the 11th place. What happened to Ryan? But he had a good restart, and I think he restarted like 4th or 5th, and here he is back in 11th as a slew of cars have gotten by him. So right up ahead of him. Let's get up here to him. Right up ahead of him, a whole gaggle of cars coming around here. Randy Hefner into the mix of that. Luke Turpin, Alex Krapser up on the high side, and it looks like Barney had to back out, and boy, he gets into the side of somebody there. Wow, that would look a little intense there for a minute. As he goes back, well, he's not in 7th. I'm showing him he's going to be 10th on that after he crosses the line. So he lost quite a few positions on that. Now Ryan Borges is going to pass him for another position. So that puts Blake Barney back to 11th. Right behind them, Spencer Preet now running in 12th. Was our pole sitter, but he's got a little bit of damage on the front of that car, and it's just not running like it was. But boy, he's got a heck of a run. Goes right up the sucker hole, up through the middle. And boy, to look at that pass, he passes 2 cars in a lap. So Spencer Preet on the move. Would like to get back up there with his partner, Michael Cozy. Speaking of him, well, let's get up and see Michael Cozy now in the 3rd spot, not far behind our leaders. Aaron Keith and Aaron Hillebush up in the lead. Five more laps and we're going to be at the 50 to go mark here.
Yeah, it's been a long one. I heard, I think 2 cautions ago, some of the drivers were getting tired, getting exhausted, and right now they're pretty much all quiet, but I'm looking up ahead of me and it looks like it's about to start getting dicey, so I think I'm going to sit back here and watch everything play out.
Probably not a bad move there, Houston. I'm telling you, not a bad move. Because, yeah, you're right, it is getting a little dicey up here between these guys back here. 3rd and 4th doing okay. We got Michael Cozy and Alex Krapser. Those two seem to be hooking up together. But back behind them, we've got quite a few cars that are battling. Richard Holiday, Luke Turpin, and Travis Brown. Now Travis Brown gets by Luke and hooking up with Richard Holiday. Them two kind of seem to be going nose to tail. And quite a gaggle of cars. And when somebody's car just let go, that would be Spencer Preet. Well, looks like the engine just let go on Spencer's car. And he is going to have to bring that thing down pit road. And it looks like maybe his day may be done. The engine just let go on the backstretch. And he's spraying for Skeeters right now. I think his day is going to be done here. That's unfortunate. He had a lot of nose damage and tail damage on that car. And I don't think there's going to be any fixing that. I really don't think so. Let's get back up here to our leaders. Aaron Hillebush and Aaron Keith still pulling away. They're out there about 1.6 seconds ahead of Michael Cozy and Alex Krapser. If them two could get hooked up and do what Aaron Keith and Aaron Hillebush are doing, they may be able to reel them in here and make a 4-car battle for this win. Next time by, going to be 50 laps to go here, folks. Mark Arthur's still out there plugging away in the 24th position, but he is picking up a few positions because we've had more cars fall out of the race. Lance Johnson, Spencer Preet, and Philip Rowe have all retired from the race. All right, let's go back a little further in the field here. Dustin Adams leading this field, this back part of this field around here. These guys all battling for position. It looks like the 73 of Randy Hefner's got a mind here of his own. He's going on the inside of Dustin Adams, and I'll tell you what, he had one heck of a run going down that backstretch. Dustin has a little bit of nose damage on that car, and I think it might be slowing him up a little. And now they're just starting a freight train by him. Looks like the 454 there of Luke Turpin does battle him also. Richard Holiday going with them. Them three all going to go on the outside here, or on the inside, excuse me, of the 13 of Dustin Adams. Well, if you're still following your favorite driver, check and see where your favorite driver's running at. Ryan Borges still hanging in ninth place right there. Brandon Cruz now in 10th. Travis Brown 11th. Travis there kind of hung out by himself. Nobody to race with or help him. Kind of hung there by himself. Blake Barney now in 12th. Houston Hammer in 13th. And Paul Coleman in 14th. Get back up here to Michael Cozy and Alex Krapser, as they're 1.1 seconds behind our leaders. Just, you can see them right ahead of them. The only thing that's standing between them two is the 222 there of Cristiano, and he is running in the 18th place, 1 lap down. First car a lap down. Almost 154 laps in the books here of 200, and we're seeing some good racing going on several places around the track. A lot of battles, and a lot of them single file. These guys just kind of riding around here. Looks like Michael Cozy does get a run to go by the lap car there of Cristiano. Alex Krapser, boy, hanging on here. We're just trying to stay right in the same foot track of Michael Cozy there, because they are reeling in the leaders. Aaron and Aaron show out front, and they're going to make a 4-car battle out of this before it's all said and done. As long as there's no more cautions, I believe they can make it the rest of the way on fuel. And as you heard Aaron Keith say, tires, don't put new ones on. Old ones are faster. So pit stops could be done for the day here. Maybe we'll see this thing go green the rest of the way. It looks like our leaders now are battling up there, well, side by side. They may be doing a little swapping up, but that's going to be costly for them time-wise if they keep battling like that. And that's going to let Michael Cozy just reel them right in. So they are going to be a 4-car battle here in just a minute. They do overheat. They get hot. You're riding behind somebody like that, the air's not going in that radiator like it should, and they will get really, really hot. And if you let them get too hot, you can cook that engine real quick. There's just no return from, it just does permanent engine damage when you get them so hot like that. And boy, look at this. We've got a 4-car battle now for the lead. Michael Cozy has caught up to Aaron Hillebush, and it's become a 4-car battle for this lead. And let's go back here a little ways. Randy Hefner in 5th place, now 5 seconds behind their leaders. So quite a ways back to him. 5 seconds is quite a bit on this track. When they're running 36-second lap times, 5 seconds is a lot. Looks like him and Luke Turpin there working together, trying to maintain a good time behind the leaders. Ryan Borges in 7th, Dustin Adams back up to the 8th position. Those two seem to be working together, and that's what it's going to take as a teamwork out here. You need to find you a partner coming down to the end of this. Richard Holiday and Travis Brown. Travis getting a run on the inside of Richard Holiday. And it looks like the 54 of Brandon Cruz sitting right there, waiting to see what these guys are going to do. Not sure which one he wants to go with, if he wants to go with Travis Brown or Richard Holiday. But these guys all seem to be battling right around each other. So this is going to be quite interesting here how this is going to play out coming up on lap traffic. Mark Arthur give way to them, staying up high. Now, Holiday and Brown, they're battling side by side, doing a little tapping in the corners, I see. Go back here to Brandon Cruz, and we'll ride along with Brandon and watch it from the roof cam and see this battle going on around him. He has to back out a little bit and fall in behind Travis Brown, but I don't think this battle's over because Richard Holiday definitely won that battle ahead of Travis Brown. And these guys battling back here 8.5 seconds behind our leader. Now Brandon Cruz kind of takes a look here on the inside of Travis Brown. Travis giving him plenty of room. Well, maybe not plenty, but giving him a little bit of room there. Pretty tight battle side by side. Oh man, that was close. That was real close. Them guys, oh, look at how they're battling side by side. This is getting intense back here. They know that they're coming down to the end of this thing. 36 laps to go as they cross the line.
I'm sitting back here thinking, and I hope I didn't wait too long. Hope I didn't screw myself by betting on this caution.
That's for sure. And we got a new leader out front, Michael Cozy. As he did get by these guys, and it looks like he is pulling Aaron Keith with him and Aaron Hillebush in third. But we've got a good battle going on back there. Looks like Alex Krapser trying to get involved into that battle with them. So new leader out front, Michael Cozy. All right.
And you know, Rudy, I'm sitting here thinking about, iRacing has this Daytona 500 coming up for the NIS series, the NASCAR iRacing series. And if it goes anything like this, I know it's two different playing fields, two different cars, but it's close in a sense. But I think I may implement the same plan.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
It's I'm glad iRacing puts these big events on. It gives everybody something to look forward to. It's different, it's fun. It's iRacing. iRacing's a great game, great sim, and if anybody likes street stocks, this league's great. I enjoy it, and this is my first time on the track with all these guys. I know it's a public event, but a lot of them are in the league, and it's fun. I don't see how they do 200 laps in these things because I don't really like them, but hands up, go out to them.
And Aaron Hillebush there just hooked the back bumper of Aaron Keith a little bit, caught the apron, but he saved it. So good job by Aaron Hillebush on that save. Man, that was an amazing save right there. Running into third spot, Alex Krapser in fourth. So let's go back here fifth. Randy Hefner still running in fifth. Luke Turpin in right behind him in sixth. Back here in seventh, Ryan Borges and Dustin Adams still battling this out. Brandon Cruz ninth. Richard Holiday 10th. Travis Brown 11th. Blake Barney still struggling here in the 12th position. Houston Hammer in 13th. And right behind him, Paul Coleman Jr. Like I said, everybody looking for a partner, and this is what you're seeing now. You're starting to see the partnership coming about. Michael Cozy out here, not really with his partner. Spencer Preet blew his engine there coming down the backstretch a few laps ago, and Michael Cozy out there without his partner, so he's looking for a new one. Aaron Hillebush in second now as Aaron Keith got kind of shuffled back a little bit. Crapser in third. Aaron Keith going to be fourth. So these guys kind of shuffling around a little bit up here in front. Luke Turpin now switches up here with Randy Hefner. There's Luke Turpin now in the fifth and Randy Hefner in sixth. One we ain't talked about all day, except for when the cars were going by him, was Mark Arthur. Mark Arthur running back here in the 22nd position, 14 laps down, but he's still out here running, and that's, man, my hat's off to him. You know, it'd be 12 laps down, you know you're not going to win it, but he's still out here turning laps, and my hat's off to him. Great job.
Speaking of Mark, one thing about XCal is we've got a lot of drivers from a lot of different ages. We got them all the way down to 10 years old, all the way up. I know Mark's 43, and I'm sure we have one or two that are older than him out here. It's just a great league all around. Everybody needs to visit xcalracing.com and XCal Racing on Facebook.
xcalracing.com, folks, you heard it. It's a website to go to. All right, getting back up here to our leader, Michael Cozy. Coming down to 25 to go here in a couple laps. So I think we're going to really see these guys out front here starting to show their muscles. You're going to see Alex Crapser already trying to stick his nose in under Hillebush. And boy, he definitely got off of the pace on that one. Aaron Keith now trying to get up here and hook up with his partner, Aaron Hillebush. And these guys are going to probably work over the back bumper of Michael Cozy, I am sure. They're going to try to make him make a mistake, and that's what it's going to take to get by Cozy up in the front. Cozy awful strong up here in the front. Let's ride along with him here and watch these guys try to battle him from behind. And they're hooked up now, but they just can't seem to get a run to get by him. Cozy just being too strong for them to try to get by on the high side. These four have definitely pulled away from way back in fifth place, 6.2 seconds back to fifth place. Luke Turpin. Hillebush trying to work over the bumper of Cozy here, trying to make him loose, make him make a mistake. And it's going to be hard to make Cozy make a mistake, I can tell you that. Oh, and Hillebush hooks Cozy. What? Oh no. That was not good. Not good. Let's go back here and take a look.
The Hillebush just owned up to it. Looks like we got a few more cars out here that are done.
Yeah. You see him coming into the turn. Hillebush comes right down the hill into Cozy. Cozy really didn't have nowhere else to go. I mean, he was right on the white line. And right there you see Hillebush hooking Cozy. And it taken them both up the hill, actually, quite a bit. And Hillebush getting into it. Oh, man. So those two probably going to be out of the race. But that's the way it goes in big-time sim racing, boys. Our new leader, Aaron Keith, out front. So, unfortunately for those two, looks like maybe both of them have taken their car behind pit road, obviously having too much damage to get it fixed up. So, couple more out of the race. Looks like we're down to about 21 cars left in the race. About half of what we started with. But now's when the real racing begins, because we're going to be inside the 20 to go mark. And this is where we're going to see some great racing now. This is when all stops are pulled out. No more teammate stuff. You'll see them teammate up for probably about 15 laps. And that last 5 laps, it's all bets are off. So this is no different than real racing right here. You partner up with somebody, your teammates. When it comes down to them last couple laps, there's no teammates. You're all on your own. All right. Aaron Keith going to be restarting first. Alex Krapser second. Luke Turpin third. Randy Hefner fourth. These guys have all got caught back up to the field now. And this is going to make for a little interesting start here till they start getting a little bit stretched out. But this is going to be a pretty tight restart. Brandon Cruz 5th, Dustin Adams 6th, Ryan Borges 7th, Travis Brown 8th, Richard Holiday 9th, and Blake Barney up to 10th. I can only imagine how the drivers feel, because I'm getting tired. I'm not even driving in the doggone thing. I can imagine how they feel.
Yeah, I'm glad I started back working out. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I'm actually going up to Charlotte probably at the beginning of next month or the end of April for a pit crew training up there, and hoping to get on a team or get a call back or something. So I just started back working out. I didn't want to appear that I just work out for iRacing like somebody or some people do.
Alex Krapser, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Hold on, Rudy. Let me get them calmed down here. We had a little issue.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys. Can you be quiet?
All right, go ahead.
Alex Crapser, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy? I guess he's not answering.
I don't think he has a mic. Move on to somebody else if you want to.
Well, they're getting ready to go back to green here, so we'll just kind of hold off and see.
I don't think he has a mic.
We'll see if they get this thing back underway here and see how they're going to make out. So,
All right.
Aaron Keith bringing them down, and we're going to go back to green. Hopefully the last time that we're going to have to give this thing a green flag wave. All right, pace car getting ready to duck off. Pace car's off. Aaron brings them to the line, and the green flag flies, and here we go, off and running. 19 laps to go, and they cross the line. Crapser getting a heck of a run. Not quite clear of Aaron Keith, though, but he does clear him down and brings it down in front of Aaron Keith. So Crapser out in the lead. Luke Turpin trying to get a run on Aaron Keith, coming up underneath Aaron. And man, I'm telling you, he really got a good head of steam that time. They go side by side coming off of turn 4. And caution out again here. Let's see where that happened.
I believe Randy Hefner calls that one. I saw him spin off of somebody up in front of me.
Yes, he did. Don't look like he hit anything or got any damage, but let's take a look back here. Wide in turn 3 here. Coming out of turn 3. Looks like he got a little help from Travis Brown. And the 14 also got him a Barney. And he goes for one heck of a ride out across the grass here on the front stretch. But he didn't hit anything, so that's a good thing. No damage on the 73. Just a spin, got them tires super, super hot. Now he gets caught back up to the field. We got Alex Crapser up in the lead. So we're going to get up here to Alex. Now the big question is, can Alex stay ahead of Aaron Keith? And as tough as Luke Turpin's being, we may have a good 3-car battle or 4-car battle up here for this win. And with that being said, I hope and pray that we don't see another caution for them guys, that because that's not going to make it good for them. They want to see this thing go green the rest of the way, and I'm sure you viewers out there want to see it go green the rest of the way and watch this battle all the way to the end. It's just not fun to see it finish under caution. Just, I don't like to see him finish under caution. I like to see a battle right to the last lap.
Well, remember, we have that rule in XCal. When it becomes 5 to go, it's green all the way.
Yeah,
no matter what happens.
That messes up my scoring real big time.
Yeah, it messes it up, but hey, I mean, it's still green.
Well, you'll have to tell me who the winner is then.
I will do that.
If
As soon as
that
I hear the rolling, if it happens. But hopefully we don't have to go into that.
Yeah, I hope not either, because boy, that really messes up my scoring. I can't throw up my winner circle, and oh man, it's a mess.
I believe you. But we're going to be pulling everybody to the line like we would in our league races and everything.
Okay.
So that should help you out.
Very cool. All right, 15 to go when they cross the line, and I'm going to say we're probably going to get the 1 to go right here.
Nope, just now getting 2 to green here.
Oh, okay.
We, I don't know why, but I guess somebody was in the pits. Wish we were getting the 1 to green, get more green flags in. Maybe get everybody spread out so we can keep it green.
Well, let's take a look at this this caution number 11. We've had 15 different lead changes, and been pretty interesting. A lot of battles going on throughout the whole track tonight. It's just been amazing driving by all these guys. We've seen a lot.
Yeah, I think he definitely hit the nail on the head with this setup and what he was trying to go after. I think maybe if he would have taken a little bit of tightness out, it would have gave for a little bit better racing. But overall, it's a great race.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of 3 wide battles, and man, some tough passes, some awesome saves by some of these guys where they've gotten together and taken it below the white line, gotten loose, and saved it. And oh man, we've seen everything here tonight.
You know, I wasn't thinking before I hopped up in the booth with you. I forgot to grab some water.
Hey, here, I'll have a drink for you. How's that? I got some water right here.
Don't do that to me, Rudy.
That tasted good. I got to keep I got one of them great big Bubba mugs. I got that sitting right next to me here, full of ice water all the time. Because you know, when you run your mouth as much as I do, you got to have something to keep your throat wet, you know. All right, lights are off on the pace car, and we're doubling back up here. And hopefully this will be the last one. I said that last time, and I think I jinxed them. Ooh, I do that. I jinx them all the time. All right, we got Crapser on the starting position right here. Aaron Keith going to be starting on the outside of him. Luke Turpin and Brandon Cruz on the second row. Ryan Borges and Dustin Adams on the third row. Richard Holiday and Travis Brown on the fourth row. So this could be a very interesting restart for this race here. Houston running back there in 10th. Ooh. Well, the first time we've seen him up that close to the front. Maybe he can slip it in there for a win today.
I just don't know if I have anything for Keith up there.
Well, watch your favorite driver here. Pace car ducks off. Crapser brings him to the line. Keith going to be right beside him. Let's see how this goes in turn 1. Green flag flies. 13 laps to go and they cross the line. Crapser getting a pretty good start, but Keith right there with him. They're still side by side, but Crapser got about a half a car advantage over Keith. Now a full car advantage. And boy, he is getting the daylights pushed out of him. Luke Turpin staying right with him. And boy, Luke, oh, it looks like he wants to go 3 wide. They're going 3 wide into turn 3. This is not going to come out good. Oh no. Aaron Keith way up high and loses a position. It looks like the 54 of Brandon Cruz gets by him. Not sure what Aaron Keith might have seen something that was going on up there that I didn't see and backed it out a little bit. Now we've got another new leader up in front, Luke Turpin. First time he's been up there today. That's the first lap he has led here today. Crapser up on the high side, not giving up without a fight. Ryan Borges there in third. Coming to the line, going to be 11 laps to go. Crapser's still running out in the front. And Luke Turpin not giving up without a fight either, as them two go side by side into turn one. Ryan Borges right there in third. Brandon Cruz in fourth. Now Aaron Keith trying to get up there and get back up into the mix of things in the fifth position. These five here starting to pull away from that second pack by a little bit. And that's what they need to do, I think, to get up here and to battle this out, to try not get more cars into that battle. And, you know, the more cars you get into that battle, the worse off it could come up. You know, it could be a heck of a wreck to finish this thing up. Now we're at 10 laps to go, folks. 10 laps to decide this race. And we've got a great battle going on up here in the front. I'm telling you, this is just awesome to see this. Luke Turpin just really keeping the pressure right on Alex Crapser. And now we got a new third place guy there. Brandon Cruz running in third in the number 54. Ryan Borges falling back to fourth. Aaron Keith in fifth. Boy, I just won't want to leave this battle here, because I'm telling you, this battle here up front is just getting amazing right now. These guys are they're battling like it is the last lap. We're going to stay right on these guys all the way to the end, because it's closing down here really fast. And caution does come out again. Oh, we got the 14 of Blake Barney and the 222 getting together. Let's take a cruise back through there, Blake Barney. See what happened to Blake. Him and the 222 kind of get collected together here. Oh, it looks like the 222 went way down below him, kind of pushed him up the hill, and he got out of shape. Blake Barney got out of shape and trying to save it. Looks like the 222 hit him the second time, and that brought the caution out. Those two definitely mixing it up coming down through the quad oval.
Yeah, guys. A lot of guys are getting a little rowdy out here, and I think he put it 3 wide on that restart with me and somebody, and I got a little squirrely, but I recovered, and now we're going back under the yellow. Hopefully I can get up through them this time and don't get head back any on this outside, but we'll see.
Well, it looks like we're going to probably have about a 4 or 5 lap shootout here. Not sure which. But Luke Turpin up in the lead. Alex Craps are going to be restarting second. Brandon Cruz in third. Aaron Keith fourth. Ryan Borges your top 5. And Houston Hamer back in 10th place, and we're going to have to see if he can work over the back bumper there, Travis Brown, to get by him. And he's got a couple tough customers up ahead of him there. Richard Holiday, Randy Hefner, Dustin Adams. These guys all pretty tough customers up ahead of Houston today. He's got his work cut out for him tonight. Definitely. Well, you've done a great job of keeping the fenders all intact on that thing today, Houston. Great job to you, man. That's some awesome driving.
Yeah, I think I only have 2 incidents in this thing. One of them's off track because somebody ran me down to the grass, and one I door slammed Kyle a little bit, and I told him I was sorry for that. I didn't mean to get into him. I just didn't see where he was, and put him down in the grass. So overall, pretty clean day. Surprised myself a little bit, but I got it done, and I'm up here in 10th and looking to go dig through the field, see what I can get done.
All right, 6 laps to go. We're coming around here the next time to 5 to go.
Also, if the viewers would stick around after this and watch the demo derby if you're interested, it's pretty interesting to watch all these guys crash them up and go after the guys they got mad at during the race. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is. It's a sight to see. It's pretty cool.
And we have Rudy counting it down every week for us and does an excellent job, and all the drivers just go at it.
Who gets a wave by, or are there no more wave by?
Nobody's getting a wave by right now, Rudy, because it's within 8 to go, and we try not to give any waves here unless it's something on our racing's part that causes them to go a lap down or something.
Well, looks like we've had 3 more drivers retire from the race there. Michael Cozy, Aaron Hillbush, and Spencer Burns all retired. So last one out there in the field is a 23rd place driver of Christopher Moody. He's running 21 laps down right now. So 20 cars left in the field.
Well, you got to remember, I think if I'm not mistaken, every position's paying out again tonight. So
very good.
Well, so picking up that little bit of spot's gonna go on his XCal account, and at the end of the season, all of his money is gonna be returned to him.
All right, the lights are off on the pace car. Everybody doubling up here, and it will be over. This will decide it right here, because even if a caution comes out, they're racing to the end. They're inside the 5 laps to go, and that's the rule here at XCal, that if it's inside 5 to go, they race it to the end no matter if the caution comes out or not. So this will be it right here, the last green flag flown tonight in this race. And please do stick around afterwards, folks, because you're going to love this. Demolition Derby is just awesome to see. This will be a good track for it. It'll be on the front stretch, I believe, ain't it?
Yeah, front stretch down in the infield inside of the Legends Oval.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fun to see.
We are always looking for ways to improve these demo derbies, but I don't see a way to improve them.
All right, folks, so get ready here, because we're going to see an exciting finish here. The cautions may not be over yet, because everybody wants that top spot. Luke Turpin brings them to the line here. We've already got bumping and banging going on. Pace car ducks off. Brandon Cruz doing a little bumping on the back of Luke Turpin there. And green flag flies last time here tonight. Alex Crapser getting a good run on the outside. Not fast enough, I don't think, to get by Luke, as they go door to door right in turn 1. Aaron Keith in 4th right there, definitely battling side by side with Brandon Cruz now. Everybody trying to break that draft, because the draft here is so important. Brandon Cruz trying to suck up on the back here of Luke Turpin. Luke is really strong. Alex Crapser trying to come back. Caution does fly, but we're not stopping here.
I'm coming.
Luke Turpin still in the lead. 2 laps to go. Alex Crapser up on the high side, still battling side by side with Luke. And now it looks like Brandon Cruz sticking his nose in there trying to get a run on the inside, and Luke giving him the old block. Oh man, that was intense. Everybody trying to get by everybody up here for this win. coming to the line, going to be the white flag out this time. We got cars piling up in the back, but the 3 are still going up front here. Final lap, Luke Turpin out front, Alex Crapser second. I'm going to try to get something to write this down on because this doesn't show up right for me.
I'll help you out because I just got wrecked.
All right, coming to the line. Here they come out of turn 4, side by side. Luke Turpin, does he have it? Does he have Alex crossing the line? It looks like Luke Turpin taking the win. Is that right? No, Alex getting the win. Alex got the win. We got to go back and take a look at that. That was definitely a close call right there by iRacing. We're going to go back and rewind that back and watch this from another angle because that was insanely close right there. We're going to get right down here on the front of these guys.
We're going over this right now, Rudy. Everybody has no clue who won this thing.
Well, I'm looking at it here from my camera, and if I have to, I'll go frame by frame. But I'm almost thinking that Luke might have got it, but boy, I don't know. This is going to be so close. I don't know. Oh my! Oh, I don't even know, man. You know what? I don't even want to call that. I don't even want to call that.
Yeah, we're everyone up in the officials booth. We're reviewing that finish because we're not too sure who got that at all. And Iverson may have made a mistake there.
I mean, that's like, if I had to guess, I would say Luke Turpin may have had him by an inch. That's just looking at it here from my camera angles. I would have to say Luke Turpin. But that's not for me to call. That's not for me to call. Okay, well, we'll wait and get the official word here from the officials. And we'll try to get a word in with our winner, whoever that may be. You make the call right there, folks. There it is at the line. And you can make the call on that one.
Yeah, right now I think Aaron Hillbush is going to use a ruler to measure the finish here. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I have no doubt, because, man, I'm telling you what, there couldn't have been an inch between them. It's going to be right down to about an inch. Holy smokes.
I changed my camera view, modified it, and from this angle, it looks like a dead tie. I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either. I'm just like, I can try to get a little closer here, but I don't know how you'd call that. I mean, if we go over and look at Alex's car, it'll look. Now that I'm looking at it, it does look like a dead tie. Because they both have exactly the same amount of nose that I can tell across that line.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that little point, and they both got the same distance across the line.
Yeah. Oh my word! I've never seen it that close of a tie. Never. I've seen it by 1/1000th of a second, but I've never seen it where it was. I mean, like that. What did iRacing call it? They called Luke Turpin won it, but
well, that's because of all the black flags that were handed down because of the caution. But originally, iRacing had Alex Crapser winning by 0.000. So,
holy smokes! All right, still waiting to hear from the officials on this finish here, folks. And then we're going to get the Demolition Derby rolling here after we get an interview in with our top 3 here tonight. And the winner gets $100. Is that right?
I'm not really positive on payouts myself.
Okay.
So I don't really know. I think it's $100 over everybody, but I'm not positive.
Okay, maybe I totally misunderstood then. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it gets spread out across pretty much the whole field.
Okay.
Rudy, can you help me out here? How do you rotate the camera to the right?
Well, you pull up your camera and then use your A and D keys. And actually, if you hit your Control Z, you can move your mouse around and hit your A and D, and that'll move you around too. That's what I was just using. I used the Control Z, and you can zoom with your W key. And I'm zoomed right in here, and I'm telling you what, that's got to be the closest finish in iRacing history, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I can see about 2 inches over the line here of Alex's car, and I'm going back over here to Luke's car, and I see about 2 inches over the line on his. I mean, I don't even want to call that. I would not want to be in Aaron Hillebush's shoes right now. That's just too close to call. Flip the coin. Heads it's one, and tails it's the other one. That's crazy right there. I don't know. I think if I had to make a call, you know, which one won, I think I would go with Luke, but because I mean it's just like such a fraction. I mean a minute fraction. I think I'd almost have to go with Luke on it. But I'll tell you what we can do. Let's zoom around to the other side here and look at it from this view, and now looking at it from that view, it almost looks like Alex won it if you go to the other side. So I mean, I just don't know. Whew. Yeah, and looking at it from this side, it looks like Alex got it by half an inch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You look at it one way, and it's Luke, and you look at it another way, and it's Alex. It's all just about how you look.
Yep. See, now I'm looking at it here, and it looks like a dead tie. Oh, my word. Drop your camera down. If you hold your Alt key down and press your S, that'll drop you right down to ground level. And it looks like a dead tie right there. Oh, brother. Oh, my. I mean...
Well, I think we created the kind of racing we're looking for.
I guess so. Dang it. I was trying to get where I could maybe line them up.
What I'm hearing right now is a few people are saying that they're going to TV2 and dropping it down and measuring it, and it's exactly the same as they're crossing the line. So we have no idea right now. We're trying to figure everything out.
Yep. I would call it a tie. Can they call it a tie and they both split first place money?
Is there any procedure for calling a tie? Has this ever happened before?
Not that I know of.
Or take first and second money and put it together and split it. You know?
Yeah.
That might be the best way to do it. They had 2 winners tonight. Holy smokes. That's unbelievable right there.
How do you make that thing go back up after you use your Alt key there?
Hit Alt W.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I was going to try to maybe look from overhead here. And, I mean, man, oh man. See, from up overhead, it almost... It's like a dead tie.
Yeah.
Unreal.
We might be here all night.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably have to send this up to YouTube in 2 parts again, because it'll be quite long. It's going to be over the 3 hours that they'll allow you to send up there. And that's not YouTube. I found out that's not YouTube. That's Twitch. Twitch will only let you upload 3 hours of video at a time. That's the bad thing about that, which if I broadcast to YouTube eventually, I can just keep right on broadcasting.
I'd say that, I mean, if that's too close to call, they may just have to go off what iRacing originally called it.
Man. The closest finish in iRacing history.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so news from the officials. As of the moment, it is it's officially a tie. They're gonna look at it in depth, but as of right now, it's a tie.
Okay, well then we really can't announce a winner, but we'll just say it's a tie. But it looks like Brandon Cruz coming in third.
User was moved to
Yeah.
your channel.
We know that for sure.
My bad.
Yeah, it was 74 and the 454 and then the 54, Rudy.
Yep.
We're gonna try and get these guys to stop talking here in the channel, and we'll go ahead and let you get those interviews in.
Okay. I'll start out
I mean,
with Luke.
sure, but I got a picture that could hold some evidence here, but I can't upload it. I don't have client permission.
What he's saying is until we find something that this is gonna go down the tie, official results will be up Monday on the website or on Facebook and on the Facebook.
Cool.
All right, Rudy, you got the floor.
Alrighty. Luke Turpin, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy? Is he in there?
Does he have a mic?
He was talking before.
Yeah.
Luke Turpin, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Oh, he just respawned in drivers too.
He's trying to get over to you, Rudy.
Alrighty. Well.
Hello?
Yeah, Luke, in one of the closest finishes in iRacing history, I'm not interviewing you in any such order because we are being told that will be decided at a later date. But tell us about your race tonight out there because it looked awful intense them last few laps.
Oh, it wasn't too bad. I had a plan pretty much going into the race. Just wanted to ride around for a while. Some guys, kind of run me a little hard in the beginning of the race, but besides that, I just scheduled my pit stops and knew when I wanted to take my last load of fuel and try to just drive my way up to the front, and worked out real well. Cautions kind of fell where I needed them to, and everything went pretty well.
Well, we've done all kinds of measuring with rollers and all kinds of things trying to decide this thing. But I'll just say this: congratulations on your tie for first place. I'm not going to officially say anybody won it yet, but anyhow, congratulations for your tie. Good job out there racing today, and it looked like a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, it was plenty good. I just want to say one last thing before we break off here. What's really important is the effort the guys put in to get this track cleared of snow, because I don't think anybody really knows this, but I live in North Carolina, and this bad boy was under 8 inches today, so how they got that cleared off to get the race in today, it's great.
Sure thing, a lot of snow plows. But good job out there today, Luke. Man, that was just an awesome race to watch, and you guys really ran a good race. How did you manage to keep that car so clean throughout the whole race?
A lot of give. I didn't really take a whole lot till the end. Right at the end, I drove one of the guys 3 wide, but besides that, I tried to just give a lot, really, to tell you the truth.
Well, it worked out good for you, Luke. Again, congratulations on your tie. You want to give any shouts out to anybody or friends or family who might be watching?
Yeah, my parents just they checked in every now and then. They kept me there for moral support for this long 2-3 hours, whatever it was. But besides that, just a good race. Hosted by some pretty good people.
10-4 on that. All right, thanks for talking with us, Luke. Alex Crapser, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, Ron. Finish coming.
Looked like a pretty close finish there, Alex, but congratulations on your tie. And like I said, it'll be officially told who was the winner at a later date. But tell us about your race today, Alex, because it looked like pretty intense driving for you, too.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Well, the first part of the race, I just tried to put as much fuel in the car as possible along with my teammate Brandon Cruz. And we were able to just move up to the front through our fuel strategy and just staying away from other cars. And we ended up in the front at the end, and that's just where we had to be.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. But, great finish here today. You kind of were up there by yourself on the high side, and you hung right with Luke here on the low side. Come off of turn 4, it looked like he might have had you. But coming to the line, it looked like you had him. But, boy, we've been studying this over, and we just cannot decide a winner. I mean, we're all in the booth talking about it, and we can't figure this out. It is the closest that I have ever seen in iRacing. And but great finish by you today there, Alex. Congratulations. And you want to give a shout-out to anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents for letting me use the internet for 2 hours or however long this took. I also got to give a shout out to the guys at the IWCI and NOL. I think they're watching this right now. That's pretty cool. So thanks to Aaron who put this on.
Okay, Aaron. Well, thanks for talking with us. And again, congratulations on your tie there, buddy. Brandon Cruz, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. You come home third. Did you have any idea of following them two up through there, which one was going to be the winner, or was you kind of like having your doubts?
Well, it's kind of crazy because in the beginning of the race, I was rooting for Alex because he's my only teammate in this race right now. And I told him I'd help him try to get this win if we could. And I was doing my best to block the guys behind us and let Alex and Luke just race it out.
Well, third place ain't a bad place to finish in all this. So, great racing by you today, Brandon. You kind of got back in the field a little ways, but you stayed up front, managing to stay up front pretty much most of the race. But congratulations to you coming home a guaranteed third. We don't know about first and second yet, but a guaranteed third. So great race by you today, Brandon. Tell us a little bit about how your racing went for you this afternoon.
Oh, well, I had a fun race. I think I started around 40th, way in the back of the field. I just wanted to stay in the back, stay out of all the trouble, and really just worry about fuel, because in the heat races and practices this week, fuel strategy was really important, so I was looking at that most of the race, and I was just trying to stay out of most of the wrecks, and I just started going up to the front around lap 150.
Well, it looked pretty intense. I mean, that was pretty amazing to see, such a close finish like this and see all the good racing. We've seen 2 wide, 3 wide in a lot of places, and a couple times almost 4 wide. So, I mean, I know that's hard to get here at Charlotte, but on the backstretch, it is possible. And sometimes it was a lap car down on the inside, but we did see some good racing here today. So, but anyhow, congratulations, Brandon, on your third place finish. And do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank Aaron Hillebush for making this setup. I got to say, I love it, and I'm pretty sure all the fans did. I'm pretty sure we gave him a show for the 100 likes. I think it made the racing better. I just want to thank my mom and my grandma because they really helped me get out of racing. They paid for a lot of my stuff. So I got to thank them. I got to give a shout out to my best friend, Nestor. I hope he's watching this right now. And just thanks to all the fans that just watch all these races. And thank you for broadcasting it, Rudy. You do a fantastic job.
Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that. And again, congratulations, buddy. I'm getting a report here that they would like to see that last caution replayed, so I'm going to go back and do that. So, but thanks for talking with us there, Brandon. Congratulations to you.
It's at
Rudy, thank you.
It's at lap 199. If you go far chase with the 32, you can see where it all plays out.
Far chase of the 32.
Lap 199 out of 4.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to see it play out well.
Yeah, we'll go back here and far chase view, and I'm just going to just slow it down just to a crawl. It looks like Aaron Keith might have got hooked on the 13 there and come down across the track and got into Ryan Borges.
That's what I'm seeing. It looks like the 13 got a little tight on exit, and Aaron pounded him and hooked him and went down the track into the 32.
Yeah, but let's go. Let's get over on Aaron Hillebush here for a second. I think he might have been trying to avoid the 13. Tell you what we'll do. Let's go to the rear chase view here on Aaron Keith.
Buddy was moved out of your channel.
I'll rewind us back a little bit here because they do get together. Aaron Keith and the 13. Well, let's get out here to a different camera. Zoom out a little bit. And then we can see
Buddy was
Aaron Keith come down into Ryan Borges. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It looks like he was trying to avoid the 13.
I think what happened was when the 13 slowed down from getting a little tight there, it just checked Aaron up and slung him up off his bumper into the 32, or down off his bumper. But if they want to see the whole wreck, you can hop over to the 36 and watch the whole thing play out up in front of him. It's pretty cool.
From the 36, huh? From the far chase view. Well, here.
You can see the whole wreck play out.
From the 36?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like...
It's in the distance, but
yeah, way
if they want to see everything that happened in that thing, there it is.
Okay.
Well, I think some of these drivers are getting a little impatient here, Rudy. Before you do the what is it, standings or whatever it's called.
Well, I really
go ahead and count these guys down.
I really can't.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Because it's all.
I forgot about that.
All right. Well, let's
go ahead and count them down.
Okay. Well, let's get this done.
Let me get them off of that channel.
Are you guys ready?
I believe we're ready to go, Rudy, whenever you are.
All right, gentlemen, start your engines, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright guys, remember try to keep it on the grass inside the Legends over.
Well, Rudy, it was fun being in here through this race. It was definitely a different view for me.
Yeah.
A little odd, but because I got to hear all the drivers talk and all, but overall a great experience, as XCal always is. Admin, driver, whatever you have to do with it. Remember to check facebook.com/XCal Racing. If you're interested in signing up, check xcalracing.com. I think I'm going to hop out of here, get Rudy, and talk to the other admins.
Alrighty.
It was fun.
Thank you.
Buddy left your channel. Buddy left your channel.
After race demo derby. It's always fun to watch. And it's a last man standing demolition derby, just like a regular one. You'll see some of these guys, man, they'll really get beat up. Looks like Travis Brown's like slipping and sliding around here just trying to stay out of trouble. You don't have no dents in that car yet. There's one that's blown up. Looks like the 41 is gone.
If you guys are broke, get out of the derby, please.
Yeah, there.
Man, he wins like every single one.
So it looks like Randy Hefner winning it here tonight. Very good job. Congratulations, Randy, on winning the Demo Derby. Okay, well, we've seen some great racing here tonight, and we had a dead heat tie between Luke and Alex. Brandon coming in third, and that will all be decided at a later date, probably tomorrow. So you'll have to stop in on Facebook and check it out on Facebook to see who won the race here tonight, as the admins will go back and review it and get the measuring sticks out and double and triple check and get everybody's input on that and come up with a winner for tonight's race. One of the closest finishes that I have seen in iRacing. I looked at it from a bunch of different camera angles, and it just looked like a dead heat all the way. So, but anyhow, congratulations to them guys, and we will see you tomorrow night. Signing off here for MaxSpeedTV. Thanks for watching.